Welcome to the MVP.
It's the Man's View Podcast, baby.
Yes, sir. Back here again. Back here to do it again. Like we ain't never left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a little fan club. I don't know if y'all seen a couple comments. You know what I'm talking about? They liked me with the glasses, so I threw them on again. You know what I'm saying? They say I look intuitive. You know what I'm saying? I look astute. They say
that's your fans. You let your fans know.
Hey, they like them. You know what I'm talking about? So I put them back on. You can still see the eyes through them. You heard? So, hey, I did this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna continue. Thank y'all for showing up another week, man. Hopefully we're gonna have a little guest a little bit. That ain't been on a little bit. Hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully.
Put that pressure on them. You know what? Oh, I did set this out. I sent this energy out into the world. Okay, It's only right that I answer the calling now. Okay, I want to take this time out to say, Chris, I respect you. Thank you so much, my brother. You made it 3 straight weeks, and I said, last week, I'm proud of you. You do it 3 times, you get my respect, man. You got my respect. Now, what you do after that, that's up to you. If you want to reset,
I done got your respect, so it don't matter what I do from this.
Yeah. So if you ain't here next week, man, you don't earn it though. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Repeat this time.
Yeah. So I just wanna set that off for you, man. So yeah, man, appreciate you again for being here, my guy.
Yeah, 3-peat, Michael Jordan can't go. I see you. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right.
I need to put a poll in here. Matter of fact, I'm saying it out loud so I can think. Ladies, men, gentlemen, Kango or no Kango? How do y'all feel about the Kango? Me, I always equated Kango with like old niggas. But I got 2 cats that's my friends that we the same age that rock Kangos. Married 3.
You talking like you like 17 right now. Nigga, you like past 35, bro.
Nah, I am 35.
Excuse me, you 35 and above, so that's what.
Nah, man, Kango don't come out to you by 45, 50. Yeah, man.
It ain't my fault that you just late turned on to it.
Nah, man.
I got hit to it in my 20s, man.
If you were a Kango, the nigga that made it popular was Michael Jordan, and I think LL Cool J had Kangos.
He did.
I'm not mistaken. And Michael Jackson too.
Michael Jackson.
I never seen MJ in no
Michael Jackson.
Man, hell nah. Where that picture?
He ain't been black. He wasn't black that long, so I can't even.
I can't more like a newsboy hat. You know what I'm saying? You got to go back. I was sitting down a picture or something. I seen him here like a newsboy hat. I would rock that.
You need a hoop earring, man.
Yeah, you got. If you wear a Kango, you got to put a hoop earring on.
That's not true.
It is, man. The Cartier, the studded one.
Negative.
You know who else I could see in the Kango? I could see TJ wearing the Kango.
I don't know.
TJ wearing the Kango. Yep.
I don't know.
But I think he would. I don't know. I think it's a dark skin thing.
Just me, AD, and Cody?
Yeah. And Cody, the youngest one out of all of us.
He in his 30s, huh?
Yeah, but he was wearing it in his 20s. Y'all been wearing this hat since we graduated. I think y'all might have had some in high school.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with having an old soul. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I got some old soul right there. Y'all see that one right there? There's some old soul coming out.
Shit, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's wisdom right there.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to get into, so let's get into it. I got a couple things. We got a versus battle coming up. Y'all saw that? Jill Scott versus Erykah Badu?
Nah, I didn't know that.
They're going to be doing that May the 9th. Yeah, so next week, Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott. I'm going to definitely be on them. Huh?
Battle rapping?
No, man.
They're not battle rapping,
the
just
verses.
Songs.
Oh, verse? Okay, I said they rapping. I'm like, I know Erykah Badu had a little something going on, but Jill Scott, was she just about to vocalize on that thing? Like,
if she just show them mic skills, boy, that's all
I'm. If she just do that with the mic the whole time, I'm good.
Boy, win again.
Hey, but your girl Erykah, she walk on the streets, butt ass.
Ass.
Come on.
Booty, butt cheek. Butt cheek. But Jill Scott got the cheat code. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that ain't my thing. I just like a beautiful woman. Period. Like, you ain't gotta have nothing. But them things right there is hypnotic.
Bruh, what show was I watching? Black Lightning.
Yeah.
She's a villain on
Oh
Black
my
Lightning.
lord, bruh, she do it right. What's the movie where she was the stewardess? Oh, she was nasty, man. Oh my god, I love that. The dude from Biker Boys. What's my dude name? They was the flight attendants though. Her and her homegirl. I forget the other girl that was in it. But yeah, man, that. Oh, I think Paula Patton. There it is. Paula Patton was in it. It was her and Jill Scott was her best friend, and they were flight attendants. And she had spilled peanuts or something on some dude's lap. And then she's like, "Oh, let me get it." And then like you could just see them things just like
That's serious.
hey,
this gonna be a good one.
I slowed down the TV just to see it bounce in slow motion. Like, oh my God. I said, boy, Jill Scott, let me play with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't make my hit list, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. She on mine. Yeah. Before, I didn't think of Jill Scott like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she came out with the puffy afro, the curly afro type stuff. I was like, you cool.
I
You
always
thought she was cute. You know what I'm saying?
I never like paid her no mind though. I never paid her no mind. You know how there's like, you know, attractive. Well, I won't say attractive, but you got like some cute, beautiful women, but you don't necessarily see them like that until one day they switch something up, and then it's just like, oh, now you don't caught my eye. Oh, I'm on to you. Yeah, it was one of those. Like I didn't realize it right away, but yeah, I was Jesus, man. She is. Yeah. That's gonna be a goodie though.
Yo, also
I'm supporting the women. I ain't got no pick on that one.
3-6 and Bone Thugs and Harmony supposed to be verses too. I don't know if y'all seen that.
That's a wash. That's a wash.
No, it's not.
Boom, 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 boom. Yo,
I'm trying to think about 20 though. That's the problem.
It ain't necessarily gonna be 20. It's gonna be features as well. So you got
Bone and Biggie. You got Tupac.
You got the one that Bone did with you got First of the Month just off the bat. You got the it's the Thug is right. You know what's crazy? I was listening to 3-6 yesterday, though, sipping on some scissor with Project Pat and UGK.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that joint.
He got a lot of stuff they produced and stuff like that. They don't just have to stay with their stuff.
Was they the ones? What track was that? I think it's them. Don't get me wrong, but y'all would know the you should know it, Frank. I think it was them, but he was like slob on my knob, like corn on a cob.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's them, right? 3-6. Yeah.
It might be a little tricky.
They got a solid. They got more than 20 songs. I just don't know what Bone Thug is gonna play to make the 20. So it's supposed to be DJ Paul and verse Crazy Bone representing both. So
it's gonna be a goodie.
It's gonna be a good one. They were supposed to do it yesterday on Thursday, the 30th of April, but I guess Timbo and them hollered at him and said, "Yo, let's go and put this on verses." So they switched it to verses. Time will be announced later on at a later date. First, we got to get past Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. Okay. Did y'all hear about the bad news Gabrielle Union gave to Aisha Curry? They was going through some things. Aisha and Steph was going through some things. They was younger. And she told her, basically, you might as well go on and leave him and start fucking around. That's what she told.
That's some bad advice.
Yeah, they was on live with the Currys, and I just thought it was funny. The advice, you don't usually hear that from a woman. You know what I'm saying? A woman tell her, like, yo, leave that nigga and just start fucking on random people. That's kind of crazy. But they was on live, and Dwayne Wade said, yeah, she was a thought back in the day. And Gabrielle Union admitted that's the kind of advice she gave her, thoughtish advice, and that it was bad advice. So the point of that whole thing is don't listen to advice from your friends sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to ride on your own. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't even think they was friends, matter of fact. I think they were just, you know what I'm saying, acquaintance. And she said Aisha Curry asked her, yo, how old are you again? Like, damn, you supposed to be, you about 50. You talking about go fuck everybody. Yeah.
I get a little right there.
Yeah, that's a little crazy, man. Also, this week, Again, we talked about it before, like a year or so ago on the podcast about UFOs. I told you motherfuckers it was about to happen. What other year would it happen but 2020? The UFOs gonna come take us all out. You know what I'm saying? Corona into the UFOs. I don't know what the fuck gonna happen.
I saw a little headline and I'm like, oh, here we go. You know, which I said, storm. What was that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The people was gonna go. Run
they was gonna storm Area 51.
Area 51 because they were looking for something. Like sneeze.
They had this dude Bob Lazar. He worked with them at Area 51, and he the one that's put out all the things he saw about it. Saw about the little circular thing, how it moves and everything. He got a documentary on Netflix right now. I watched it a while ago. And just so y'all know, there is UFOs out there. It just got declassified this week. And who knows? This might be our last podcast. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. If the UFOs come, hopefully they're MVP fans and we get to stay a little bit. I don't want to get anally probed or anything like that. Leave my booty alone. That goes for you guys too. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know about the aliens, man. We all good?
Good looking out.
No problem. Just wanted to get past that, man. I thought the aliens was real important. Let's get in these topics, man. Last time we talked a long time before we got into topics, man. So
I'm gonna get old. Slow your roll, pimpin'. Slow your roll. We ain't getting no topics just yet. Slow your roll, man.
What you got? Something else? Go ahead.
Yeah, just something light. Because we don't know if Mr. Inspiration's gonna pop on or not. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take care of that. We ain't gonna worry about that nigga today.
Inspiration this week? Huh?
Oh, he got inspiration.
Yeah. There's a couple things a couple celebrities was out there doing. I ain't gonna touch too in depth on everything, but I'm gonna just highlight what the moves are that they made. All right. Yeah. First up was Big Sean and Ludacris. Okay, they helped to raise over $300,000 for the Boys and Girls Clubs, in response to COVID-19, relief efforts. Mm-hmm. So I want to shout out both of them brothers because, for one, if you look at the map geographically, they're nowhere close to one another. Okay, so you got a representative. I don't care if both of them niggas live in LA now. I don't care. One from Detroit, the other from Atlanta, from Georgia. So I just want to shout them boys out for, coming together. And I think that's, some positive inspiration for a lot of people, just trying to do their part and give back, especially when it comes to the children. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's a heavy outlet to, and especially with those communities, we know what the crime rate is like. And, how a lot of, young adolescents and, Black teenagers can get caught up, making some poor decisions. So, the Boys and Girls Club helps, steers them and, drives them along a new avenue. So I want to shout out them for that. And then also did y'all see Ashanti? First of all, Ashanti looks so goddamn good. Before I get into yo shit, she fine. She actually is teaming with Beyond Meats or Beyond Burgers, something like that. Beyond Burgers. And that company is going to donate 1 million meals out to people in need. Okay. Also, she's donating 30,000 N95 face masks, for the hospitals and stuff like that, back to her hometown in Glen Cove, which is, Long Island, which is where, my people reside. You know what I'm saying? So, So, that's big. You know what I'm saying? Also, for her to be able to give back to her hometown. You know what I'm saying? For the people on the front line. I also saw Stephon Marbury was trying to do something of similar sorts. You know what I mean? With him being in China, trying to get some masks and send them to New York. So I like how people that are able to do are actually willing to do and actually getting things done. So that's big on their part. You know what I'm saying? I know people look at some of the richer people and be like, you ain't going through the struggle. But just because they might not be faced with the same struggle, they're trying to help those that are, you know what I mean, on the front line. So shout out to all the celebrities and even the people that don't make the highlight reel, you know what I'm saying, that are, you know, behind the doors, you know, pulling strings. So shout out to everybody doing their part. But I just wanted to, you know, since that is something that I follow and I follow them, I saw that, wanted to put it out to everybody else.
What you? I saw Ashanti kind of thick. I didn't hear nothing else you said after you said Ashanti. Thank you for whatever you did. But yeah, Ashanti do look good, man.
She's always looked good, man. But it's just like she aged well.
You heard on that little, you heard on the baby song. She was talking nasty on that.
I love Ashanti, man.
She was talking nasty on the baby song.
I like, hey, Beyonce got me too, boy. I was about ready for that damn song to be over. Yeah,
the Savage joint.
Savage. Like, what's happening? But then Beyonce came on. Well, I want to see a video. Like,
hey, yeah, you got to sell me on the video. I was thinking like a song like that, you can't sing on that. You know what I'm saying?
It sounded good.
Boy, she sung, she rapped, she ad-libbed. She did whatever the fuck. She finessed that motherfucker.
It's one of the ones that you just
even when she came on just harmonizing, I was like,
that shit was dope. I love that shit.
I like
okay, the original. I ain't mad at you.
If I see a video, I ain't gonna be mad at that.
She got to do the part though. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Hov. Like, she got to try on the jeans for me. You know what I'm talking about? Because she said if you ain't jumping when you got to put on your jeans, then you know them other girls don't understand her life. So you got to go. You got to show the struggle. You got to show it.
She'll do it. I think she'll do it for a video.
I believe she would. I believe she would.
Show the struggle.
Yo, somebody will do it.
I'm here for it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
gonna be the challenge. That's about to be the new challenge.
Hey, that ought to be a challenge. You should send a challenge.
That's gonna be the new TikTok challenge. I'm waiting for it too. What happening? All right.
There you go. We put it here.
You know what I'm saying? You heard it here first.
A little TikTok challenge to Beyonce. She on that demon time. Might start OnlyFans. I'll be the first thing. I told y'all before. What we talked about the last time?
My wife asked me about what demon time was. She told me it's about some kind of strip club, online strip club. I said I didn't know, but now since you told me, now I'm gonna go check it out.
I thought demon time was like I'm just about to be.
That's what I thought too.
For a little while.
I thought it was time like yo, it's nasty time. Like we about to get nasty.
Yeah, that's what I didn't think. I don't know.
She for sure thought, yeah, you know what that is. You know, I don't. I thought it was just they about to fuck. You know, I ain't know what you talking about. Shit,
but it sound
good. Whatever it is, it sounds good.
Sound like I need to be part of that party. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you watch Vampire in Brooklyn?
Of course, man. I know that.
Evil is good. You know what I'm saying? Demon time is good. That's what I want. I got to check
it out. What y'all say? Evil is good. Evil is good.
There we go. I watched that movie the other day. That shit had me dying laughing, man. And then I was watching old shit, man. Like I watched Django. I love, man.
That ain't that old.
But Django is like one of my all-time favorite movies all time.
James Fox, right?
Yeah, James Fox.
Samuel, Uncle Ruckus ass name.
When Samuel said, "Lord, let me kill this nigga," boy, I was dying laughing.
He knew he was about to get got.
What's up?
I said he knew he was about to get got. That's why.
He was already done for. You know, that house was burning up. He said, "You can't burn down Candyland like this, nigga." He's like, "Oh Lord, let me kill this nigga." That shit had me dying, boy.
Oh my God.
Oh man. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. That's definitely up there. One day we're gonna come up here and then we need to come up here and name the top 10 albums that we can't live without. I don't care what genre. I need to write this down. And the top 10 movies of all time to us. That's what I think. I just want to hear what y'all got to say. You know what I'm saying? So I know Chris gonna have every Michael Jackson and Jackson 5 album up there.
You know there's gonna be one of them on there.
It's gonna be about 5, 6 of the thing. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Book. We're gonna get these topics, bro.
All right, folks. Let's do the damn thing. What you came here for.
One second before we get in there, because I said Michael Jackson. Chris, I gotta ask you, there's been a battle going around. Who you think will win between Michael Jackson and Prince in a versus battle?
I'm just biased, man. I'm gonna have to say MJ.
I guess that's not a good question.
No, it's not. But I know a lot of people that like Prince over MJ too. So
okay,
I'm not mad at that. I mean, he put out hit after hit also, you know.
I'm gonna tell y'all this on the podcast just because I feel like this is a safe platform for me. Because I record it and I can delete it if I feel like it's not good at a later date. I don't really care for Prince like that. No. I'm just gonna be real. I'm not a big Prince fan. I like maybe about 2 Prince songs that of the ones that I've heard. Maybe I haven't heard enough.
So
from what I heard, huh?
Which 2 are
there? Do me, baby, like you never done before. Hey,
okay,
do me.
The second.
And
it's got to be the classic.
It's not that. I hate that song. You talking about Purple Rain?
You hate Purple Rain?
I hate that song. That song trash to me.
Oh, you nigga, please.
Everybody love that song. I do not like that song.
So what's your number 2 then?
Love it.
I would have to go. Like I don't care for Prince that much. I would have to go in there and look for it, and then like, okay, that's
what
it.
About this is what it sounds like when it does cry.
I like that. I think that's it. But I don't really like Prince like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Prince. If I never listen to another Prince song, I'll be all right.
My 2 are.
No, man. Why you cutting like that?
Huh?
Why you cutting like that, man?
Well, I'm cutting like what?
If you ain't got to listen to another Prince song.
I'm just saying, if I ain't got to listen to another Prince song, I will be perfectly fine.
I got
that's strong word.
Purple Rain is on mine. That's I don't care. Purple Rain is the shit, bro. Like the movie makes you feel it even more, man. Cause you got the black nigga in the back with the Jerry Curl with the velour suit. Nigga got a Kango on too. Nigga back there. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas got the lightest boy, and then when he hit them notes, when he just harmonizing, boy, you stupid. That alone make it great for me. Okay, and he did that for about 30 seconds. I will listen. The song itself, when you listen to it, it's like goddamn 9 minutes. But I will make it through all of that just to hear that part. All right.
So you don't like the song, you like that part.
No, I love the song. I love the song because I listen to the lyrics, so I like it. Because, like I said, the movie sells you when he's down there and you just hear him playing the cassette tape. Little young niggas, y'all don't know what a damn cassette tape is. So that's what that is. He's pressing start, rewind, play. Fast forward, rewind, play. And then he starts playing on the keyboard, on the piano. That's beautiful. And then
I never watched the movie. The movie looked trash.
Huh?
I never watched the movie. The movie looked kind of trash. Every time I go to watch it, it's kind of trash.
The other one is I don't make me butcher the title, but it's Still Would Stand All Time, something like that. It's from his other movie. Now that movie sucks, but the song is beautiful. That nigga can write some beautiful songs, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He wrote some good songs.
He can write some shit, bro. And I mean, Diamonds and Pearls is phenomenal also, but those 2 are my top 2 tracks. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm not as educated as maybe I should be about Prince, but from what I heard, I don't really care for it. Don't really care. I like Do Me.
Needless to say, Michael Jackson, I feel, would win. Period.
I like way more Michael Jackson songs than I like Prince songs.
Yeah.
That's just why. That's where I've come from. So I'll be biased through the whole thing.
If I put my favorite Michael Jackson track, I'm not going to disclose that because I have a list.
And other podcasts.
Yeah, I have a list. I have a list that we're gonna do. A challenge. I'm just waiting to do it because I want to do it when you're on. So if I knew your ass was getting on today, I might have threw it in there, but we already had the topics picked out. So next time, maybe I know that you're gonna be on. Just know we're gonna do a Michael Jackson hit list, and we're gonna see what song come out on top. But my number 1 Michael Jackson song against my favorite Prince track, I pick Michael Jackson over that. So therefore, I would pick Michael Jackson to win out all the way. That's how I look at that.
I got you. Not bad. I cut you off. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was talking about that versus. My bad.
I got you. Where was I? Okay. All right, topics of the day for the fellas. Let's get into it.
All right.
Question 1. Could you marry a woman that don't give head and won't change her stance?
On not giving it?
On giving head. You going a lifetime without head. Is that something that's acceptable to you?
Chris looks like he's thinking real hard. I'm gonna jump in here real quick. Hell, no. Hell to the nah. I need my balls up. I need my look. You know what I'm talking about? I can't do that, man. Nah, you gonna have to do something. Or I'm like I said before I got married, I'm like, I made it perfectly clear, like I can't go without that. So if you don't do it, I'm gonna get it from somewhere. So why even put myself in that position to be like trying to get my dick sucked by somebody else? Because it's something that you won't do. I'm not gonna do that. I feel like I don't want to live without that. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put myself in that position. It feels good. What can I say? It feels good. Do you guys agree?
Good. Yeah. Now
it feels good. Yeah, I can't go without that, bro. Hell no. I'm not getting married to no woman that says I'm not sucking dick, and I will not. There's nothing you can do to make me suck this dick. It's evil. It's evil, and I would tell her evil is good. Yeah.
What if she didn't finish?
She didn't finish?
Does she have to finish?
No. Because I like to go from that to the getting it. You know what I'm saying?
So you just need a fluffer.
Huh? What's up?
You just need a fluffer.
No. I'm already solid, bro. I don't need no fluffing. Okay. I just want to feel it. I like the feeling. And
let's put it like this. France is saying it don't have to be the job, but you definitely got to make it through the interview.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Have some analysis, don't it?
Let's go with that. Let's say it like that.
What's on your resume? You know what I'm talking
about? Guess I'll take it next.
What's happening, G Money?
What's up, G Money?
Is the brother in the bathroom?
He said he's not connected yet.
Okay. Go ahead. You good.
So the question is, could you marry a woman?
Yep. That won't and don't.
It has no
intentions.
No intentions. It will never happen in your lifetime ever again.
Nah, I can't. I was gonna say I could, but to me, you can't knock something until you try it, right? So it's just one of those things. Like if you just, and maybe she had a bad experience. You know, I mean, I don't know, but it ain't had nothing to do with me. So I'm not even gonna try to pacify that situation. But if you're just not with it, nah, you know what I'm saying? Can't. I'm like, that's just one of the things that we enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a deal breaker, you know. It's one of them things where you require, you need, and you want, you know. So you're not with it, hey, go be with somebody that don't need that in their life. Because I'm the kind of nigga that needs that in my life.
I put it like this. Greg, the topic, because we got you in here right in the middle of it.
Yeah. What's up, y'all?
Greg, you in the bathroom, man?
Nah, what it sound like it?
No, you just sitting in front of the door, so it looked like you in the bathroom.
I'm not. It's just a door. I'm just right behind the door.
Oh, okay. So somebody come in there, watch your head, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a closet.
Okay, gotcha.
The question that we talking about right now, G, is could you get married to a woman that don't and won't give fellatio? Giving you the sloppy toppy for the rest
Can I get married to one? Is that what you're asking?
Yep.
No.
For the rest of your Lord-given life.
No, not at all. I don't even know why you're talking to her. You can't get that.
I mean, you don't know until you run out the back, right?
You're right, but once you find out, you gotta cut them losses.
Before you get married, before you ask somebody to get married, that should be something you know about.
You gonna know.
It should be.
Exactly.
Maybe it shouldn't be. Would you get married to? Maybe it should be. Could you stay married to?
I mean,
because I don't.
We wouldn't have
have a conversation. Well, I don't have a conversation like about what you do and what you don't do. You know what I'm talking about? If I'm feeling you. You know what I'm talking about? Like, because if you coming up off of, okay, for instance, say you marrying a virgin ain't about to be doing nothing. Okay?
Yeah.
Why she ain't gonna do
therefore
it?
You don't know that.
But she has no reason not to. Because she hasn't had
say you do, say she does it one time and you know that it. I don't like that. I ain't never doing that again. She hit you with that.
She tried. Hey, she tried though.
Okay, but now she comes out and says, I don't like it. I'm never doing it again. And literally, it ain't happening no more.
Did she do it to you first the first time? Did she do it to you the first time? Or
yeah, I need some more context to the question. I mean, book.
You said she was a virgin.
I'm saying she was a virgin.
So
like, I'm just saying, like, if a virgin, like,
wait,
not
virgin lips or just virgin,
virginity, all that.
So she ain't okay.
Virgins don't do shit.
Okay, but
that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah.
Some might go to second base. They might not go to home plate, but they might go to
they waiting for marriage. They ain't doing nothing.
Well, I got this. This is the question I got. So, you the one did it, and she don't like the experience because she did it to you. Like, what was like? I gotta understand. Like, you know that this her first time. You can't go all wild like gagging her out. You know what I'm talking about? On the first time, not right off the bat. So you would want to make it a pleasurable experience so you can get it again.
Man, I ain't about that. I ain't jamming dick in nobody's throat.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying this is the what you would call it, man. This is the scenario. I would be like, yo, this your first time. Let me get some flavored things. You know, they got the little flavored joint you put on your joint. You meet, you know what I'm talking about? You like, yeah, you like gummy bears. And shit. My dick tastes like gummy bears right now. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm making it as pleasurable as you can. And then you're going to get the old natural, you know what I'm saying? 100% grade A beef, you know what I'm talking about, after a little while. But I start you off with the flavors. So I don't get why you would, I don't know. Like I said, if she think it's because like maybe a religious thing, like, yo, it's evil to suck dick, that's when you bring it out. Evil is good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Vampire Brooklyn, you bring that out and tell her, hey, you know what I'm saying?
I would need to tap into her psyche, like what just causes you not to even want to, you know what I'm saying? Either a bad experience or maybe you just view it as something that's just disgusting that you just don't.
Her mouth is claustrophobic.
I'd be like, bitch, I better not see you eat nothing near another popsicle. Don't put no Snickers in your mouth. Don't put shit in your mouth. I don't want to see nothing long. Don't eat another hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. You claustrophobic. If I can't put it in there, ain't nothing long.
No
don't put shit in there.
Oh God!
You better cut that
up. Don't eat a goddamn another banana. Don't eat shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a problem.
That's funny.
Let me see. Could I? You know what? There was times before in my life where told y'all, well, I mentioned it before, like that wasn't my thing. Like I didn't care about head. Never had received it like that. Had it performed, and like I said, I guess the talent that was on the roster that day just didn't know what they was doing and didn't make me like it. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it took me doing other things that I probably shouldn't have been doing to experience a professional talent. Mm-hmm. And then I said, this is something that I cannot do without. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you know, not for a woman, not all the time does she want to have sex. Okay. She could be feeling bloated. Then you got your you know, the womanly cycles, and it's been a long day at work and all this other stuff that they go through and they say, but head, it take about 5 minutes. You know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And a nigga happy. You know what I'm talking about? A nigga happy. So yeah, I'm saying no, that's not something that I could deal with. You know what I'm saying? If that's not something that you're willing to do, but you want to stay married, then know that we got an agreement that I am going to get my balls licked and dick sucked elsewhere. And you can't say nothing about it, and you can't feel no way. There will be nothing more than oral being performed, but just know that is our contractual agreement that this dick getting wet by the mouth of another woman. And that's going to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we know that's not realistic, though. That's not a realistic agreement.
Hey, if you want to get married,
Wow.
these are the parameters, and it's the guideline that I'm setting forth. Okay, like
So that's your terms, then.
You can't go without that, man. You can't go without that. And I mean, the same, I guess, would be true for any woman. You know what I'm saying? That's experienced, head service from the fellas. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't know not one woman who has had this done where another man could come into their life and be like, "Nah, I don't eat fish," and they not in the box. You know what I'm talking about? Like that ain't gonna happen, man. So I think it's one and the same. It go both ways. You know what I'm saying? I think it go both ways.
Shout out to you, because I was thinking the same thing. Like, I was about to flip it on y'all. How y'all feel about the other way? You know what I'm saying? It can't flip it the other way because we the dudes. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I know I would expect the same from her, so I couldn't be like, yo, I'm up here eating all this, and you gonna tell me no? Like, or she up here sucking all this, and I gotta tell her no? That just don't make sense to me. So,
I mean, I think for the man, let's put it like this. I think for the man, we are doing more. We're intaking more. Because I'm like, this is your internal, everything internal for you. I'm getting the wetness and all of this other shit, whatever coming up out of you. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yo, I'm literally in your intestines. You know what I'm talking about? I am part of your anatomy at this point in time. Like, for the woman, it's just the outside. It's the external. You know what I'm talking about? You don't get the inside stuff until you've been going at it long enough to where a little secretion comes out. But just off the rip, I'm already getting your everything. You know what I'm talking about? I'm already getting you everything.
I like how you broke that down.
Yeah, man. Like, that's the truth. That's the God's honest truth. So I will not listen to a woman who says, "Nah, I don't suck dick, but you want your pussy ate." So I got to taste all of your inside from the start, but you can't handle the skin. Nah, get out of here. You crazy.
Tell her crazy. when she eat wings, she lick her fingers. You lick a finger, you'll suck a dick. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, it is what it is, man. Go on to the next one.
That sounds like something that will be in the comments.
You know what I'm saying? You lick a finger, you'll suck a dick.
Hey, man, like I said, man, I've had the female experiment on me. First time around, didn't know if it was something that she would like, had to flavor it up. I said, it's cool. You know what I'm talking about? I just hopped out the shower, smelling like $1 million. Get to it. She's like, but I ain't never did this before. Let's do something. You know what I mean? So I didn't have no chocolate syrup. The only thing I had was pancake syrup. So, hey, whatever make you happy. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, whatever gets you on. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what it was. She did pancake syrup. So, I'm up in there smelling like maple. Hey, it is what it is. They get that sap off the tree, goddammit. I ain't playing with you. Get it all.
I don't know if I could do that one, bro.
What, pancake syrup?
That'd be too hard to get that up off me, man.
I told you, hey, she was there for a while. I told you, get the sap off the tree. You put it there, get it up. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, it's like the Tootsie Roll commercial. How many licks does it take? Yeah, bro. Hey, you want an experiment? Do that one. And just You
do the trip, man. Go to the next topic, man. Let's go and get it.
Next up on the list, my guys, is that's Chris with the reset password. All right. The fellas want to know. Well, it's a universal question. Does a person's sex count affect whether or not you can be with them? And to a lesser or a more extensive degree, how much is too much for you to be willing to accept?
Okay, I started off again. When I was younger, I wanted to know things like that, like who you slept with and all that stuff. I think me growing a little older, I would rather be naive. Long as this not somebody I chill with or I know that's in my vicinity, I don't need to know none of that shit. You keep that shit to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, to me, I'm a grown man. You talking about how much is too much? Shit, anybody besides me is too damn much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to know nobody else. Leave me alone. Yo, in my head, I'm the first one. You know what I'm talking about? Let me be naive. You know what I'm talking about? I know what it is. I don't want to know that business. You keep that shit to yourself. Long as you ain't got nothing or we good like that, then hey, we keep on pushing. You know what I'm talking about? And I would want to know your former occupations though. I mean, you can't be out here prostituting and you going on like, you know what I'm saying? I'm number 506. Yeah, I need to know if you was prostituting out here. You heard? But yeah, keep that shit to yourself. For me personally, I don't want to know it because, like I said, I'm a little vain. Anybody else other than me is too much. You know what I'm talking about?
So one other person aside from you is
too much, nigga.
That's unacceptable.
It's not reasonable.
That answer is a cop-out, man. Like, be naive to it? Come on. I think, and I'm going to break that down, because, yeah, I posed the question. I don't mind saying it. Mm-hmm. But I really think you have to break it down by age group. Like, if I just met, hey, some people get down in their teens. You know what I'm saying? So if I met you at 18, and you talking about 15 already? Nah, hey. That's a bit much. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I'm saying? But I really think you have to. Franz is talking about being naive. I'm talking about.
Man, Chris, how old are you right now, man?
I'm 36.
So a 36-year-old woman that's single, how many you think is normal for her to have until right now?
Single?
She's single.
Never been married.
Never been married. How many dicks you think is normal for her to have to right now?
About 18.
That is too much for me to think about, brother. I don't want to know. I don't even want to think about it.
Just think half of her age. You know what I'm saying? Like,
honestly, that's not a bad number at 36.
It's not.
If you think about it, like I'm gonna even break it down. Let's just say she was with one person for 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So, well, no, we're not gonna say that because that's 36. But we're gonna round up to when
she ain't messed with nobody since when she was 1. We're
gonna start at 18, right? All right, so that's 2, that's 10, that's 16 people. So I'm with Greg on that. You know what I'm saying? I think we gotta be realistic. You know what I'm saying? If she wasn't in a long-term relationship, if it was just a year and she was just testing the waters and it was just that guy she was with, it's not like she was every other week, every other month, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, there's a difference.
See, but what you saying that's reasonable, that you understand that. Me as a grown person, I understand that. Okay. But my ego don't want to know about nobody other than me. Once you say one other person, you could have been married to one guy. Never had no kids or nothing, and then y'all broke up. You never messed with nobody else, and then you came to me. I don't want to know about that one guy. That's too damn much. That's how my ego is. That's why you say it's a cop out. It's not. I don't want to know about nobody other than me at my age.
Drake had a song out there.
What's up?
Other guys will practice. Yeah. Hey man, you gotta give them time to get experience. You know what I'm saying?
I give them time. I told you, like, I don't mind. You do what you do. But I don't need to know about your practice. I don't need to know about who you do.
So what is the question? Because I know I threw 2 of them in there. What was the actual question, bro?
Because France ain't really answering it.
I answered the question.
He died
France
that
is
thing,
answering
man.
something else. You know what I'm talking about?
Straight dodge.
Things to do, which this nigga is trying to curve the damn conversation.
I answered the question.
The question was, does a person's sex count affect whether or not you could be with them, and how much is too much?
This is why I answered the question. Does a person's sex count matter? I don't want to know your sex count.
It's not a yes. It's a yes or no question.
That's
Then
not
no,
now.
it doesn't affect me because I'm not interested in how many you've been with before me.
There now you.
This is where the buck stops. You heard?
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah. Okay, nigga.
How about that?
Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, I think y'all all, saying an important part, but it's more complex than just a number. You know what I'm saying? Because it can be a relationship, and you break down that relationship, like Chris was kind of hitting at it. And, like, say a single lady that's 24, she was in a relationship for 5 years, but she was with that one person. You know what I'm saying? Or, and it continues up until 36, So it all depends. But for me, it would be no. But it all depends on the situation of the relationship as well. So personally, but that's just me.
But the second part of that question was how many?
How much is too much?
How much is too much? Like I said, I mean, if she's 36 and, I don't know, has 10, like that's not too much.
What happened if it's 20? What happened? Let's just say ballpark 25.
Yeah, that's too much.
How is that too much?
Because I'm the one that gets to choose that. I'm in a relationship with her.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to choose that. If your stuff look like sloppy meat, like, no, I can move on.
So you said 10 is okay.
10 is okay.
25 is too much.
Yes.
So what's borderline?
You said when it start looking like that roast beef. You heard?
Yeah, like when it starts looking like pastrami, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
What's the?
I'm not trying to get a Reuben, huh? What'd you say?
What's like the limit? And you have to. You're talking about somebody that's your age, right?
Right.
So somebody that's 30. You 35, ain't you?
You said 10.
So I'm 35. So
he said 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So over 10. So if it's 17, you pushing it. So 16, you're good.
Juvenile said, "My business is my business. It ain't to be heard. My niggas is my niggas, so you don't say a word. You don't touch my shit. You don't drive my shit. I got dope in the house and I hide my shit." Basically, he's saying my business is my business.
I feel you.
They business is they business. When you get to me, that's all I'm worried about right there. When I was younger, I cared about how many people you sleep with.
But everybody don't think like that, though. I know what you're saying, but especially for women. Women, it matters. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I understand why, but at the same time, for guys, we talking about it and joking about it, but as long as it's not like you don't got no STD, your stuff ain't sloppy, you know what I'm saying? It really don't matter, you know what I'm saying? But when I was younger, it definitely did, so, but
yeah,
now it's.
When it's younger, we ask stupid questions like, "Yo, how many?"
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
and you got when you was younger, it don't matter. You get depressed. One other person that had this thing before me. God,
right.
Dang.
What was you saying, Chris?
I said they gonna lie to you anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So why even ask?
I feel you, France, but I mean, it still matters to and not just for the sake of the question, but a lot of times it do.
What you thinking, Book?
Real life shit. Because all y'all niggas living hypothetical. So, I mean, you going to talk to the nigga who got a testimonial. Okay. All right? So, bet.
Hey, that was a line right there, Book.
Huh?
Go back.
Hey, don't hype him up.
I'm nice, man. I'll be on the fly with my shit, bro. Sometimes I don't even realize it until after the fact. So, I appreciate you. But me and one girl, we was dating at first. But I think by this time we was actually with title. our, girlfriend, boyfriend, and went to a comedy show. We went and saw Bruce. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Don't front, let Bruce get it. You know what I'm talking about? So we was at the show and he pinpointed her and I, for a conversation. And, it was funny, you know what I'm talking about? But then, later on, it wasn't pertaining to us, but he was talking about, the relationship thing. Don't ask a woman, her hit list. How many dudes she been with? Because I'm telling you right now, niggas, y'all don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get in your feelings, and it's going to fuck up your whole goddamn night. So he was like, now say y'all leave my show. You just riding around. Y'all just driving back home, but you over there looking at her like, I wonder how many niggas don't hit this. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you're going to be thinking that. It's going to fuck up your whole mood, and you're going to end up not getting none because as a man, it's going to be on your mind, and it's going to be in your heart that, you're going to have to say something. All right? Otherwise, you just going to be angry for however long you don't get the answer to your question. All right. So me as a real nigga, I waited till I got mines. Okay. So we did what we did, and then we woke up the next morning, stayed overnight. You know what I'm saying?
So you was number 26 then?
Yeah, we about
okay.
Huh?
You about 52.
Oh no! I thought you was like your age was like 26.
Nah.
I was like, yeah.
Nah, I was saying you was number 26. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it was damn close. So I was about 25, 26 years old, maybe even 27 by this time, right? So we laying there, and I was just like, now my girl during the time, I ain't gonna say her name, but she was bad than a motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, she was nice. Yeah, I met her. I brought her to the game.
She worked at the mall.
Yeah, I brought her to the game, to Josh's game. So that one. Memories. But it's no disrespect to nobody, but yo, she was top notch flight.
No disrespect, but disrespect. You know what
Disrespect. Like, I can't get mad if you guys, hey, I can't get mad at that. You know what I'm talking about? So, say my lady had somebody, and I'm like, I'm not like that, but I could tell, like, yeah, I gotta give him credit. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those, man. Like, you cannot hate on that. So, we was laying there, and I was just, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's make a list. You write yours, I'll write mine.
Okay, hold on, Book. Hold on.
Already in his feelings, huh, bro?
Yeah, I'm about to say, hold on, backtrack.
Well, I had to write mine because I didn't know, and I don't want to make myself seem like a hoe. But I don't know my numbers. I just know the names.
Book,
so I had to write
the one.
But Book, I got a question though. So what was it? Okay, what led up to? So after the act, what led up to you asking her that? Like, what made it?
Bruce the night before. Remember? Because
okay, I got
it's gonna be sizzling in your spirit, and when you tell me not to do something, nigga, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm talking about? I'm one of them type nigga. You ain't gonna call my bluff. You gonna play me like no bitch, nigga. I'm gonna ask this goddamn question, and she gonna answer. So I tell you this though, after the response that I received, I will never ask another woman again how many. You know what I'm talking about? Like that. You live, you learn, bro.
That's what Fran's trying to say.
That's what I said.
You know what I'm talking about? Hey man, strength is forged through the fire and by fire. Iron sharpens iron.
Right.
Like, sometimes you don't know until you know. All right.
But,
yeah.
So how did she deliver it to you?
Well, I gave her a pen and pad, and I had a pen and pad.
Y'all are laying in bed.
Yeah, we still in the bed.
Okay.
So this is what she said to me though. She said, "Well, if I didn't have sex with them, does that count?" Meaning like all they did was eat me out. So I was like, "You can put an asterisk by that." Okay.
So she already threw a caveat in it.
Yeah, because she didn't know. Like, I guess for her, anybody that's been in her area, that counts. Is that what we counting? I was like, no, because I'm not writing down names of women who just only gave me, head. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I got head from this girl, then I also fucked the girl. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was a 2-for-1. Like, it wasn't no. I only want mouth. I want the whole thing. Give me the poom poom platter. All right. So, cause she was like, yeah, the person that did it, you know what I'm saying? He was like 40. I'm like, damn, 40? What bitch, how old was you when that happened? She's like, I was about 19. I'm like, oh my God. Oh yeah, you fast track.
Kelly shit right there, boy.
She was young with it. It's college days. I don't know. It might have been a professor. She probably got an A. I ain't mad at you, girl. You know what I'm talking about? So, writing down the list. Now I had finished. She was still writing. Now she could have had writer's block to where I wasn't paying attention that as I wrote names. You wrote down a name. Maybe she was really trying to, weed out the, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't give her the names. I just added up. Like I counted. Okay, I got 1, 2.
I was gonna say, why not just do Roman numeral, like just chat?
But I gotta write the names out. So it's easier for me to reflect. And then I kept that list. That way I know like who all I've had an encounter with. You know what I'm saying? Like if I just number you, I like to know who I've dibbled and dabbled with. So she had hers. And I was like, even if it's through relationship, I'm like, y'all was actually dating or something like that, I can't knock you. But if you just out here throwing the thing around, you know what I'm talking about, it's a different ballgame. So she said a couple of them she was in a relationship with. Some of them was just good times. You know what I'm talking about? Like, hey, we just did this and that was that. So she was like, does it matter how many times? I said, no, just whoever's penetrated. You know what I'm talking about? And I counted up my list. I had a hefty number, but I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like she can't get mad at me. You know what I'm talking about? Like she gonna have to take this. So I gave her my count, and she was like, oh, and I was like, I'm thinking like, damn, that's too many. She turned around and said she had 25.
You said that's not enough.
She had 25, right? She beat me by not a lot, but by enough. You know what I'm talking about? And I was like,
you said you was 25, 26 at that time?
Yeah, we about mid-20s.
Y'all same age?
I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I had a lot of fun. You know what I'm talking about? Me, I started late in my sexual adventures. You know what I'm talking about? Like I wasn't one of them. I'm in 7th grade, fucking already. I knew niggas in the 6th grade that was doing the thing. So I started late. I was in high school by that. By the time I got to high school. Man, it was tough, but it didn't deter me from still getting it in with my lady. You know what I'm talking about? Like it was nice to know. You know what I'm saying? It eliminated all type of doubt because I don't know, like it was one of those things, but I didn't harp on it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess initially there's a shock value. So for me, what I'm saying is at that time, I would say, no, it doesn't matter what her count was because I still stayed. You know what I mean? Like I could have deaded that. Like as soon as we disclosed that, I'm gonna be like, oh no, that's a little bit too much for me. It was nice knowing you, nice meeting you, great having fun with you. You could put me down as number 26, you know what I'm talking about, or whatever. And that would have been that. But it didn't stop me from, actually, still remaining and being part of the relationship. And I didn't treat her any differently because of that. You know what I mean? I will say that she was very nice and very pleasant to be with in that way. So,
hey, she was experienced, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, them other 25 niggas or whoever you was, salute to you because you primed this one. You taught this one very well. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, bro,
Easy taught me.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Greg. Yeah, I think the same thing.
Hey,
Easy taught me. Easy taught you well.
Well,
hey, you did a good job. She was phenomenal.
Moral of the story. More of the story. Don't you ask no questions you don't really want to hear the answer to.
You probably don't. You probably don't. So I'm just gonna say no. That it for me, like if you're with me, you're with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not worried about your past in a sense. You know what I'm saying? That's your weight to bear. You know what I'm saying? That's your burden. That's not necessarily a burden, but that's your cross to carry. You know what I'm saying? So what you've done prior to me, as long as it doesn't become a habit or, you know, something that you continually, you know, are doing, then I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all right. I don't want to know about, you know, number 35 or however many. If you've only had 2, cool. If you have 35, cool. I don't want to know about any of them, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because your count don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it to yourself.
said that long ass story to say the same shit I said that you said I was bullshitting it earlier.
But I had a testimonial, like I said. You know what I'm talking about?
So basically, you took 20 minutes to say the same shit I said in 5 minutes.
Like I said, I had a testimonial.
You know,
Okay, I had to let niggas know that I've been through this and how I came out. Okay, you can't talk about it unless you know, and that's unless you lived it. You don't know. You just talking. You just talking. How you gonna tell me about the NBA and all you did was play JV, nigga? You don't know. What's wrong with you, man? You don't know. I'm sharing with the world. There's other niggas out there that can relate to my story, man.
I'm telling
they
them.
Over there talking about preach book, talk that shit book. Let them niggas know.
They said the same. If you said the same shit I said, then they been said that 20 minutes ago.
Nah, man, that's cool. No.
Go on to the next part of that topic, man.
That's cool.
Go on to the next part of that.
Want me to talk some more? I'll talk for 20 seconds this time.
Yeah, that'd be good because you know what I'm saying. Right. Your throat probably dry after all that talking.
Plenty liquidation. So the next part is, well, I guess we kind of touched on the first part of it, which is well, in a sense, but how much is too much when it comes to their sex count to say that they a whore? You loose with it. You know what I'm talking about? You need to pump your brakes. And would it make a difference if they was bisexual when it comes to how many people they don't been with?
Y'all need me to get this first again?
I'll go. I'll go.
Good.
If they're bisexual, the count doesn't matter as much to me. Because say, once again, we putting that number out there, 35-year-old single female, never been married. She been with 18 people. Say 12 of those people were ladies, 8 people were men. We good.
Yo, Greg, watch out.
Yeah.
You be watching Pinky hitting them bras off with that big ass strap on? But that matter? That thing big,
that's a tough act to follow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't lying, boy. Yeah. See, I thought about Pinky when I was about to say that, but I was trying to not go there. But yeah, that's what I got to say about it, though.
My favorite one, just for the nasty niggas that listen to us, my favorite one is Pinky and Sky Black. Let's let you know that one. That one was phenomenal. She was all up in them guts. But yeah, talk that shit, Pinky. And then second is her and Bootylicious. I love me some Bootylicious. That's actually her name. I'm not, categorizing her, but Bootylicious. She nice. She nice. I like her too. My partners didn't know who she was, and I was watching the BB Dubs, and I said, but she looked good though.
I did. I knew who you was talking about.
Yeah, Bootylicious, goddammit.
I was like, yeah, nigga. I thought I was the only one. Bootylicious.
Okay.
That was way back when y'all was like, hey, for a big chick, you kind of cute.
Yeah.
He is, bro. Nice. I like
to answer the question, I mean, kind of allude to Greg's point, and the point that I made earlier is, depending on the age, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say we're talking about somebody that's in their 40s. Only gonna go up a couple numbers though. You know what I'm saying? So to be considered a whore, I'm gonna say.
I just feel like you about to say something crazy.
I mean, but okay, before he even go though, but what we saying is it's sexist, man. We know that. So,
I mean, hey, apply it to the men. Apply it to the men too.
I mean, it got to be a woman. It got to be
already
a woman's point of view. I can't answer for that.
Hey, well, maybe they can record something and say, hey, or something in the comments, Franz, put something out there. Let the audience speak on it, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, or put a poll up or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah. What number makes a man a whore?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who I should call. I should text somebody.
Are you calling somebody like live? Get somebody on the phone live?
Nah,
I'm not. Ask Lan. Lan will tell you the truth. She's gonna tell you the real, regardless.
I'm gonna send her a text. I'm gonna send her a text. Y'all talk. I'll send her a text.
And then tell her to ask one of her friends, and then get back with you. So at least you have like 3 of them. I'm gonna say 25.
So this is a 40-year-old chick, Chris?
Let's just say somebody in their 40s. I'm gonna say 25.
Okay.
That's like that's kind of high.
That's pushing it.
I mean, I know they living their best life, but I don't know. That's a lot, man. It's a lot for me to deal with. So, I mean, I'm not into labeling. I'm saying I ain't gonna call you nothing, but it's a lot. And that's like I'm with Greg on that also. Bisexualness. If you with another woman now, that don't count to me. So you was just probably in a curious state, trying something. And that's all that was. Hopefully.
Sometimes that benefits you. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't know, Greg. Ain't never traveled down that road, brother.
I mean, I'm speaking from like what Book said, testimonial. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I ever will either. It's kind of sad, but
what I'll say is for the ladies, I won't call you a whore. I'll just call you an expert. What number makes you an expert? 30.
But how old is this woman? 40?
So
by 35, you got 30. If you floating both ways. Well, no, that's not even if you floating both ways. I guess it just dickly? Yeah, I think if you was just out there finessing your coochie, 30 makes you an expert. Okay. That's
what would 50 make you?
A god. Well, in her case, a goddess. Okay. So yeah, that's a little bit too high.
But you see what you're doing? We're not putting any shade on it. It's nothing negative about it when it's.
I'm not gonna call it negative because I don't like the stimulation that's the stigma that's out there already between a man can have pretty much as he wants. Right. And he's revered and renowned for
he's a guy. He's a gigolo.
For tackling, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not fair to me. I think the men also need to keep it, reasonable. You know what I'm talking about? I know there's millions and billions of people out here, but that don't mean that your count got to be super duper high. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean that every bad woman that you see, you got to hit that. You know what I'm talking about? It's just that simple. And women also, you know what I'm saying? So men and women alike got to take more pride in what they were given, you know what I'm talking about, in this lifetime. So, just make, wiser decisions. Now, if you
I want you to expand on that. You say take pride in what? In what they was given?
As a man, cherish your tool, okay? Your tool can get worn down. Even a hammer. Okay, even a hammer starts to smooth out and curve around the edges. All right, so you don't want that. Okay, nails wither. Okay, you don't want that. You don't want the crooked nail. You want the straight nail. Okay, for a woman, I'd rather your coochie be like, this is me. I like banana pudding. Okay, so I'd rather your coochie be like banana pudding, not tapioca. Okay? Tapioca got that shit in it. I don't know if it's rice or what, but it's lumpy. I don't like that. You know what I'm talking about? I'd rather it be smooth. So it's just things like that. Like, I don't want to just be able to put a whole fucking hand inside of you and you be like, you gonna start yet? Like, I don't want that. I don't want to fall into it. You know what I'm talking about? I want you to have to like rub it around and, okay, hold up now. Take it easy. Slowly. I want you to tell me that. I don't want you to be like going to throw that thing up in me. You know what I'm saying? Take pride in what it is that you got. It's not meant for it to be worn down for either side. Okay? That's what I mean by that. So, I mean, of course.
Maybe it's the opposite. They take pride in it, so they use it a lot.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, if you use it by yourself, that's fine. I ain't tripping on you. You know what I'm talking about? Because Lord knows. Lord is my witness. He sees me many a times doing what I'm doing. So I'm not mad at nobody who, you know, takes pride in themselves. But do it by yourself. Everybody else on the block ain't got to get a sample. Okay? So let's just leave it at that. So that's what I mean by that. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it seem like we only going after the women, but y'all kind of was getting into what I was gonna ask anyway. Because before y'all partied up in here, me and France was having that conversation. Now, of course, we don't have the experience to answer this, but this is hypothetical. Okay. Now, if the man was the bisexual, how much? It's a remix of the question. If the male is bisexual, okay, how much dick is too much dick before you're considered just gay?
One.
The first one.
One.
If you allow that in you,
We all answer that question. One.
That's it. Just one. I will leave some of these names to remain nameless. I got 2 women that has responded back to me.
Oh God.
Somebody said 10, but over 15 is whore status.
for a man or for a woman?
For a man. This woman responded.
Okay.
Another woman said 10. I responded back to him. I said, that's not even one a year since they was 18. That's not even. I was like, I don't know if that's really. I don't know.
Especially if the man is single. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's reasonable. So more of the story is men. If you over 10, look like, because these are respectable women. These are respectable women I'm talking to. You might want to start lying, just like the woman lied to us. You might want to start lying.
shit, baby, I got 9. I got 9 that mattered.
What?
Like, them other bitches don't count. Excuse me, I don't mean to call y'all that. Them other women don't count. But
He said 9 that matters.
yeah.
God.
I would
How
put
many
I would
didn't
classify
matter?
mine as, I would only disclose ones that I've actually been in a relationship with. That's what I'll do. If we had a title, then I will count you. If I was just freelancing, I'm not putting you in my numbers.
Now you sound like a woman. Now you sound like a woman.
No, because
count.
put it like this. You know how in the NBA they got regular season points and then you got playoffs. It's 2 different categories, right? It's not accumulation of both. No, I average 32 over here.
But you need one to get to the other. You need regular season wins.
I'm not saying I made the playoffs every damn year, though. You know what I'm talking about? So therefore, you got my regular season and then you got my playoffs. My regular season is just everybody. Okay?
So you was basically Tracy McGrady then, but you
and my
going out in the first
playoff
round.
is the ones that mattered. Okay,
Oh,
the
Greg,
playoffs is the only thing that count.
Hey, say that again, Greg.
I said he was Tracy McGrady then. He was going out in the first round a lot.
Yep, sure was. Sure was. Sometimes I was getting swept. I don't care. But you got the playoffs, and the playoffs, yes, the playoffs is the relationships, and the regular season is meaningless. Okay, so I'm not calling the women that I've encountered meaningless, I'm just using this as an analogy. You know what I'm saying? Like regular season and the playoffs. That's that. So I will only disclose my playoffs to a playoff potential. If you regular season, I'm talking regular season stats. Bitch, what? I got 50 blocks. How about you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? Defensive player of the year. You know what I'm talking about? Post up on a bitch. You know what I'm talking about? What up? Yeah, back to the block. Nigga, you don't know nothing about this.
I didn't get enough. The other people didn't respond back to me. I was waiting.
You got 2 of them.
They cool.
Got to.
They cool.
Yeah,
they both said 10.
Cool.
Man,
They both said 10. I guess I'm a whore.
It might be a little biased. You know what I'm saying?
That is biased. That ain't realistic.
The first thing they said is, "Oh, that what y'all would say about a man?" I'm like, that ain't what I asked you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. I'll be texting all night. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. That ain't nobody on the podcast said 10. That's crazy.
Nobody.
How we have higher numbers for women.
Yeah.
We said higher numbers for women than they just said for men. And they said we trip.
Yeah.
You see, they assume when y'all watch this back, y'all assume we said some bullshit about y'all.
Yeah, whoever you hit up. Whoever you hit up.
But nobody said that.
Nobody.
Like egg and yolk on their face.
And on top of that, Franz, we don't even want to label them a whore. We just
exactly.
I didn't. I said you expert.
And I went
expert and goddess.
And I went as far as to say, keep that business to yourself. I don't want no shit. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say nothing.
That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Women.
When I said she had 25. Well, what I say? How many girl had? She had 25.
25.
I didn't say damn she a whore or nothing. I just said you got a few more than me. You know what I'm talking about? And guess what? I stayed with her. Didn't matter to me. I just don't want to know no more from nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
So when these women watch back the playback, I expect a text. I'm sorry for assuming. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You thought we was evil. But what you didn't know is evil is good.
It's good.
You heard me? Come on now. But anyway, man, let's get out of here, man. We've been in here long enough, man. Yo, Greg, thank you for showing up again, man.
Oh, man, appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Time out.
Again. Oh, no. Just thank you for showing up.
You just let Book walk into that right now. Book
again. Nigga said again like Greg was here yesterday.
No, again,
I'm
like
not taking shots at you, Greg, but this nigga, he loose with the time.
No, I haven't been here.
Greg ain't been here in a while. Thank you for coming back again. We appreciate you. Yeah, he's been here. He's been on here before.
Greg, I would have said it like this. Greg, we appreciate you showing up today. Thank you for your appearance on today on the episode. We hope to see you next time, but if not, we know things come about.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, Chris has set the bar kind of high. I'm gonna have to go back to the tapes to see if Cody has gotten my respect, or if I'm just proud of him.
He did 3 weeks in a row.
He did 3 in a row. Okay, so he got my respect.
That's the bar right there.
Yeah, just 3, Greg. Just
it's real
3.
Low. It's a real
even
low
if you come in late, nigga. As long as you show your face, you can get this respect. So right now, it's just thank you for being here. If you're here next week, Greg, I'm proud of you. Boy, if you show up 3 times, nigga, I'm throwing balloons and shit in the air. Okay? Like gold dust, glitter and shit.
I ain't got no balloons.
Well, I'm just saying. We had
it set up for the balloons and we had it set up
for the balloons and the
okay.
Put them shits in there on Chris. You know what I'm talking about?
That's funny, man.
But yeah, Chris got the respect today, man. So I appreciate him. Like I said, now if he don't show up next week, he already got my respect. I know what he is, what his ability is. He's capable. That just means he don't give a fuck. And that's a whole different discussion. Make it disappear. You know what I'm talking about? You get two off. But you gotta be here the next time. Like you can't show up 3 times and then think that's cool. Okay, I got book respect. Okay, I give you 1, and then I give you 2. The 3rd one, that respect is gone, nigga.
Hey man, you earn sick days, right? You know what I'm saying? So
not in succession. Not in succession.
You got to be here a year before you get sick days, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I used to know that, bro.
Nah, man. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying?
CP, man. Yeah, man. We about to leave up out of here, man. Anything you want to tell the people? Anything you watched that you want to share with the people, man? They might be tuned into, or you got anything you want to say?
Anything I watched?
I'm just saying you ain't got to. I'm just saying anything because we
Just
always
anything
like
you
talk
wanna
about
disclose.
movies or
You know, come
something
on.
at the end.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, I've been watching Shooter on Netflix.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even tell you the actor's name, but I know all my F's is in it.
Ryan Phillippe.
There you go. I'm in season 2, midway through that thing, so it's pretty dope, man. But as far as current events, and I know y'all didn't ask about it, I'm kind of torn about the reopening of certain retail stores that they're doing today, because numbers are still being reported today that they're still finding new cases. You know, I personally feel like if there was a span of, let's say, 2 weeks and there was no new reports of any cases, okay, then maybe we might need to consider. But the fact that we're still having cases daily being reported, I just don't necessarily agree with how things are being ran right now. So
Where you got people running up in like the governors, wherever the hell they be at with guns and stuff like that. Like in Michigan, they stormed they stormed their little capital and was out there trying to get the governor out because they wanted them to lift the stay-at-home order. So, like shit like that, these people becoming restless. It sound like they about to do an uproar because they told they stay in their ass in the house. They probably just gonna be like, you know what, you want to get it, go get it. You know what I'm saying? So
I learned today one of my customers, because she had a postage due on 11, and I had to leave her a note. You know, I don't have cash on me as a carrier. You know, they got to come to the front desk or come to the office, whatnot. But anyway, she had been in her house for 6 weeks straight. Didn't come out. She's an older woman, and that's just how fearful she is at these times right now. So it's one of the things, man. Just you gotta be careful. You know, even though they're governing the way that they're governing, you kind of have to put some common sense in this thing too. You know what I'm saying? Be a little logical. Just because they jump off a bridge don't mean you got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, G Money, what about you, bro?
Man, just been reading a lot during this quarantine time, I guess, or whatever. But just been, reading a lot, watching what's that, Snowfall. So that's a pretty good show. I think we in season 3 of that. But yeah, just to add to the current events and stuff, I still, keep in contact with a lot of the research team and infectious disease people I know. And it's still the same, man, but don't get sucked into everything, obviously. I mean, we know this, but some viewers may take everything at face value, what's being said on CNN. Continue to do your own research and have common sense about it. But we're not in the clear. I was talking to one of my friends and she was telling me, about the second wave that's coming, and a lot of times, just like the flu, it's going to be a lot stronger. So just prepare yourselves and, just be smart. So.
Gotcha. Booker, what's happening?
Nothing much, man. I just want to tell people I don't know if you understand the value of a working microwave. I've been without the microwave for 4 days now. So I'm waiting on housing to come and either replace the fuse or bring me a whole new one. Okay. But I don't know if you've ever tried to reheat spaghetti and your sauce. The sauce is easy to reheat, but your actual noodles, like, man, god damn, it's very difficult to reheat food. So I'm having a hard time getting by. I want to eat popcorn, but guess what? The microwave don't work to pop the shit. So just
you better do that Jiffy Pop. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
On the stove.
Hey, I don't have that though, but I just want to let y'all know, cherish the small things, man, because you never know until you don't have it. Okay. Other than that, man, I'm chilling, man, watching a lot of shows. Shout out to, my Chicago series, which is Chicago Med, Chicago PD, Chicago Fire. I got a lot of time, but I'm already up to date on those, so I'm good. But those are all dope shows. Like I said, it's from the creator of Law and Order, so that's something that people can really get into. Plenty of seasons. Especially for you, Chris, after you finish that. I don't know. You say you watching Shoot on Netflix. I don't know if the Chicago series is on there yet or not, but that's something you can get into.
I think it might be on Hulu, but I think
probably,
it might be on Hulu.
but they intertwine too. Sometimes they have the crossover events. So, but they're phenomenal shows. I have given flack to this show because I think it's real feminine. Personally, I've never seen a guy say, "Oh man, watch that." It's Grey's Anatomy. I know there's like a million seasons of it, but I got a lot of time. So
yeah, it's like 18.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just try to ease into it. I used to call it. I'm not gonna say what I used to call it, but I used to remix the first name Grey's to something else, Anatomy. So I don't want to, get ridiculed or anything like that and think I'm being insensitive.
Yeah,
so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I might try to watch it. You know what I'm saying? There's no guarantee, but I'm caught up on a lot of stuff, so I need something that's gonna pass time. I might watch that. So I'll let y'all know if it's good, and then maybe I can have dialogue with some of the ladies who enjoy that show.
Only thing I've been watching is I watched a movie called Bad Trip with Eric Andre and Lil Rel Howery. I think that's how you say his name. Tiffany Haddish was on it. It's a movie that only the people that shooting the movie and them are in on. They use extras, the people in the world. They don't know nothing about it. So they'll run up in there and they'll run up there with the script and do some stupid shit in there, and they get real reactions from the people that's there. They're like, oh my God, like what the fuck going on? To me, that part was funnier than the actual movie was. Like the whole point of the movie was to see the reactions, like on some Impractical Jokers type stuff. But they just went harder. Like, I can't tell y'all that. Y'all got to watch it because you're going to be rolling off of just some of the stuff. I was like, I can't believe Lil Rel doing this up here with this fool Eric Andre. This is ridiculous. Yeah, watch that movie. It's good. Make sure y'all subscribe to us. Make sure y'all follow us on all our platforms. And until next time, man, peace, love, and joy. It's been MVP. Peace out.
Peace out.
Hey.
Pray for me. Pray for book. Do everything I can, man.